Hi everybody, Kitsune Haruri here, and welcome to my channel. Today I've got two different products we're going to have a look at. They're both a blind box type of item, but one is also a craft. The first one I've got are the LOL Surprise Minis, which appear to be pets. I've got two of those to open up. Then I've also got Jelly Res, and it appears to make a jelly resin jewelry. There are 30 possible molds to get in Season 2, it says. And it makes 2 of whatever it happens to be inside. I guess it's going to be a ring. So, we're going to get these opened up, and we're going to give this a try and see how it turns out. Because I've heard of jelly resin. I'm kind of interested in it. I want to see what it's like, how durable it is. So let's get on with the first items first. These will probably take a couple of different shots. Let's start out with the LOL Surprise. As you know, I'm not terribly fond of the dolls themselves sometimes, though they do have some products that I do like. In this case, they're pets. So, you know, there's a little more interest there. A little cute animal will grab my attention every time. Let's get these open. Of course, per usual, a couple of different wrappers on them. The second one is always a beast. And here we are, the little ball inside with the strange designs and swirls and dots and what have you. Pop that open. Whoops, I got things falling out already. The first thing that fell out is a little keychain in pink plastic. We have 1, 2, 3 little packages. Some instructions, I assume. Some odds and ends in here. There's a door hanger with a sticker on it of a bunny. We've got this little disc of paper, which appears to be a floor with some records and headphones. Don't know why I need the floor. Here I have looks like a light and bookcase or record case backdrop. That looks like it goes into this, which I believe it do. Okay, these are kind of cheap. Just to put it another way. And what are these? This is the little paper to tell you who you got, which could double as a nice book in a doll diorama. So here's all the little critters we could get. Let's set this aside. We have instructions for some reason. Can't imagine what for. Let's find out. Good heavens. Do we need this much? You should get a mini, 1 to 4 accessories, 1 mini stand, only in select packs, a house piece, a keychain, a floor card, and a backdrop card and a sticker. So there's the floor and the backdrop. Here's the sticker and the keychain. I guess the floor card goes back into here. This already is a little bit decorated. Looks like there's bubbles and things. It looks like a bath with a drain. There's a rubber duck. Kind of cute. Not real useful for anything. This one has like a little seat cushion. They try to encourage you at least to play with the packaging. Though really, with the shape of it, it's a little difficult to really do anything with. But it's there. It's an effort, and we appreciate that. This is really, really useless unless you've got some very, very good eyesight. I guess the keychain actually goes in the ball. So it goes into this. So you can put your toy back in and carry it around like a big old Pokeball. So, there's that. Let's start with this wad of paper. And it is literally a wad of paper. It's tissue paper. It's biodegradable, I assume. But kind of low effort. Nice little retro, 80s-ish chair. So we got a chair right there. And this little bag. This thing tells you to cut it around the edges. Really? Okay. I suppose there's a reason. This is very difficult. I highly recommend using scissors if you actually care to see why you're doing this. Of course, we're going to find out here in just a moment. Three sides good enough. Yeah, no particular reason. That's just the way they did it. But inside I have, oh my goodness, that is cute. And very, very tiny. This absolutely adorable little fuzzy yellow bunny rabbit with great big eyes. And he's flocked. He's very soft. I like this bunny. Basically, it's the bunny on the sticker. So the sticker gives away the surprise. And then there's this. What is this? It's a front door. Okay, so I think I get it. They give you sections of what eventually will become a playhouse type thing. And it looks like they'll lock together when you have all the parts. So that's kind of cool. But it really does mean you have to collect all of them and hopefully get what you need. And since it's blind bag, you don't know what you're getting. So that's the first one. Let's cross our fingers and hope I didn't get any duplicates. Oh, maybe I should look and see who this is. So Yellow Bunny is Fluff. Okay, little loungers. Alright, so we have Fluff the Yellow Bunny. Let's see who's in the next one. Let's pop this thing open. There's the keychain. It appears they're pretty much exactly the same on the inside. 1, 2, 3 packages. Useless instructions. Here's our floor. And this floor is a checkerboard pattern with snacks all over the floor. Gray bunny sticker, so more than likely I've got the gray bunny. Backdrop is art supplies. That's interesting. I think I like that better than the other design, but the other design wasn't horrible. So we have art supplies and snacks. And here I have a round plastic thing with a stick pointing out of the bottom. I don't know. So maybe it goes... Oops. Oh, there's more. Okay. Go ahead and open up this thing. So our piece of structure has a mirror, a table, and some lights on one side, and part of the kitchen on the other. And these lock together from here? Not in that position. I don't believe. Maybe this way. So these will actually go together like a puzzle. There'll be certain ones that match and certain ones that don't, I guess. This one looks close enough for now. Why not? What's in here? I guess we'll get the rest of the mystery once I get everything unwrapped. This has... Oh, please don't lose that. That is so tiny. A little pink round thing with some sort of nub on top. And here another round thing with two little nubs. This is turning into a mystery right here. Maybe that stands on it. It could be. Let's see. I think it's a table. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like it's probably some kind of table. A little lackluster. That's all I'm saying. This must be the stand for the figure. Let's see who's inside. Like we have to guess. It is the little gray bunny. Yeah, that's his little stand. This tiny round thing with the two nubs. So there we go. And he actually has little white feet and a little white tummy. Very cute little fuzzy bunny. I do like the bunnies. They're really cute. I got standing on that. He'll just flip over. So those are the LOL Surprise Mini pets, I assume. It didn't say pets, but they're obviously pets. Pretty cute. The paper stuff, it kind of gives you a theme, but it has no value. The figures are cute. The accessories are cute and appropriate to their size. And then this intrigues me, but it also brings you to the point of you're going to have a really high chance of getting Squat Doodle put together because you're not going to have a full scene. But, you know, if you're hardcore about collecting, it could be a cool thing. It could be done. So here we go. I like these guys over here so much better. And two cute little stickers. Alright, there's our LOL Surprise. Let's move on. Oh, wait, I forgot. Let's look at the name of the gray bunny. That's Nibbles. The gray bunny is Nibbles. There are some really cute little critters on there. There's a possum and a tiger, a skunk. There's some kitty cats, pandas, teddy bears, a poodle, of course. More cats and bears. There's a duck. There's a polar bear, a raccoon. There's two ducks and another poodle. So cute. I like them. I'm going to have no use whatsoever for this part. This is junk. But, you know, a kid might play with it for 5 minutes. It's alright. So we'll slide these guys over. And there's stickers. Let's see what Jelly Res is all about. Okay, so Jelly Res. One-of-a-kind jelly designs, mixed mold, wear in 15. So this should take 15 minutes of curing time. Open it up and see what's going on in here. No tear tab. But when it comes down to something like this where it has a curable compound in it, maybe it's better not to have the tear tab because sometimes that leaks air. So the first thing we get is a crown mold. It's kind of squishy. I don't think it's silicone though. The second thing I get is a strawberry mold. I have a tube of stuff marked number 1, a tube of stuff marked number 2, step 9B. I think something was supposed to be stuck into that. This nifty little doodad, which I think might be a mixing tool. Okay, this looks to be a mixing pot with a pour spout. Very nice. I've got some sparkly iridescent pink glitter. Papers. Some cute little stickers of random type. There's something else in here. Okay, and that's everything. And it looks like a ring back and a hair clip back. So let's have a quick look here at this paperwork. So this paper has your collector's guide. It looks like there are indeed 30 different designs. Some pretty cute ones on there. There's just 30 designs. What if my jelly... Oh, there's FAQs. Very good. What if my jelly doesn't set? It's possible that you didn't mix jelly from the 2 sections and there are parts of the gel that haven't mixed at all. The gel needs to be mixed very well before pouring into molds. Try to mix in the gooey bits with a toothpick. This may be tricky. It's possible you didn't wait 15 minutes after mixing to make take jelly out of mold. Okay, so they do a little troubleshooting for you. How do I clean jelly res from working surfaces? If it is a mixture of 1 and 2 that has dropped onto the workspace, wait for jelly to set and peel off. If compound 1 or 2 have dripped on the workspace, wipe surface with a dry cloth, so it's easy cleanup. Why can't I get my jelly piece out of the mold? Sometimes the compound is not completely set, or the first layer is and the second is not. If that's the case, it will break. Very good. They did a little bit of education in this so that if you've never worked with this sort of thing, you'll have a clue. And yes, it does have everything marked in here. So those little stickers are actually made to go into the molds. Looking at the back instructions here. Make your jelly designs one at a time. Choose your jewelry part and keep it nearby. It will need to be added before gel sets. Insert paddle into bowl. Press down to lock paddle into groove. So, this actually locks on to the bowl for the mixing. Part 2. Oh, and it also has a measurement. Okay, so this little pink line that you're seeing here around the outer edge is your actual measurement for your compounds. And it says, remove foil seal from top of bottle, replace lid, squeeze pink gel bottle 1 into one side of the bowl and fill to the pink line. Do not fill both sides of bowl at this stage. Cut the glitter sachet at the dotted line, add half of the glitter to the bowl, put a half aside for next jelly design. Remove foil seal from the top of bottle. Replace lid, squeeze yellow gel bottle 2 in the opposite side of bowl and fill to pink line. Okay, so it keeps them separated until you get all the fill done. Turn paddle quickly, at least 10 turns clockwise, then at least 10 turns anti-clockwise. That's Widdershins for those who don't know. It has a word. I'm sure there's one for clockwise too, but I've never heard it. Minimum 20 turns total. Note, gel will be thoroughly mixed, otherwise it will not set. So you need to make sure you mix it very well, at least 10 times in each direction. It doesn't say you can't do more, so maybe you will want to do more. Remove the paddle from the bowl. Pour gel mixture into mold. Use paddle to scoop out bowl. For neater result, try not to overfill the mold with gel. So keep it a little bit below the line. While gel is still gooey within 3 to 4 minutes of mixing, choose your deco pieces and place face down in gel. Use the hair clip provided or a toothpick to push the deco down to the bottom. Note, it is important to work quickly for steps 5 and 6 before gel starts to set. Really? For 5 and 6. And we're already on 8. Okay. Note, place ring on okay. This thing right here is to hold the ring so that you can set it down in and it won't sink. So this, don't throw this away, this little thin piece of plastic. It's useful. So, still working quickly, gently place attachment plate of jewelry piece onto mold while gel is still gooey. Make sure gel covers square section. So on here, there's a little square section with 4 little holes, and it's on both of them. It's a little hard to see, I know, I'm sorry. You can come this way. There you go. Now, that has to be thoroughly sunk into the gel. After 15 minutes from mixing the gel, your jelly design will be set and ready to wear. Gently remove your design from the mold, and then you should be able to wear it. So, okay, I'm going to shut off my camera, change the battery, because yeah, it's dying on me already. Set up my space, and then we get to do this. And by the looks of things, while I was reading, the camera shut off on me anyway. It has restarted. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and get us set up. I will be right back. Actually, I haven't opened the second one yet. Let me go ahead and get this one opened up real quick before I move on. That way I can keep everything nice and neat and orderly. So, second pack, what do you have? More cute little stickers, pretty much the same stickers. Hope it's not the same molds. I'll be sad. More instructions. Another container. More compounds. Another mixer. Another thing for holding your ring. And we have, seriously, duplicates all across the board. So anyway, that was a disappointment. Let's not even bother. So yeah, my second package was a complete duplicate. We're just going to go on and make the one and see how this comes out. So guys, let me get everything set up and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got everything set up now. We're going to go ahead and give these a try. I'm going to do each one a little bit differently. I've got my tweezers on hand. If you didn't know, I do some other resin work, so please excuse the mess. So let's go ahead and give these a try and see how they turn out. So, right from the instructions, which I'm going to put over here right in front of my face, I've got one of them already clicked in. As you can see, it's not real stable. Basically how that went was you just set it there and I've got it upside down. You set it right there, push it down in until it clicks. There's a little ridge that goes around the edge that allows that to do that. And you're supposed to be able to turn it. I will tell you it's going to have some issues when you get here. But you want to make sure it's in there tight the first time around because that is your measuring standard. And I will also say it is not real tight in there. So I hope that they don't have to be absolutely accurate on their measures because they're not going to be. So we're going to start here. Let me move my molds out of the way. In case you're wondering about the blue mat, yes, it is for doing electronics on. I got it from Wish. Not sponsored or anything. I got it from Wish, but it's made of silicone. Resin won't stick to it. It won't ruin it. easy, well, relatively easy to clean. Please ignore the mica dust all over the place. So now that's in there. We're going to start out with one of these tubes of pink. And it says squeeze until it reaches that pink line. How you can see that, I don't know. Does it line up with anything on the inside? Not really. We're just going to hope we get it. So, first you take off the lid. Maybe. If I can get the lid off, then we'll see. No, they've made it so you just can't get the thing open. Let's see. One moment, now I'll see about getting this taken care of. Alright, I did finally weasel that off there. Guess twisting it isn't going to do the job. I just had to work it. So, you want to take off this little foil thing on the inside. Oh, geez, come on. Once we get the foil off completely, we'll put the lid back on, which works kind of like a glue bottle top. So take note of this. If you've not done this one yet before, you're going to have to struggle with it some. Alright, so let's get this back on. Oh, come on. Backwards. Gotcha. Alright. May have been my problem all along. So it says to fill to the pink line on one side only. So let's get this all going. And there's probably only about enough to do this with in each bottle. Almost there. That should be it. I guess theoretically you're supposed to have enough to do both of these. I don't know if that measures from the outside or the inside. From what I'm seeing here, that may be all there is. I'm going to leave this tilted up. I think maybe I'm not correct. But, you know, what can you do? You can do the whole daggone thing. That's what you can do. Even though it says not to do it, that's exactly what I'm going to do this time. Because these measurements are a little inexact. Do you fill to the line on the outside or the inside? Because it looks different from the inside than the outside. But I will say it does stay on its own side of the thing. It doesn't go through, so that's good. Yeah, that's everything there is in that bottle. And then it says, add half the glitter to the bowl. For the side half. It doesn't say which side. I'm going to put it on the same side that we just did, because I feel it may mess up the measurement on the other. You know that fuzzy glitter that you get in some of the slime kits? That's kind of what this stuff is. Alright, so there's the glitter. Sadly, no resealable bag there. And it says on the other side you do the yellow. I figured out my problem. I was going the wrong way. Alright, this one opened up a little bit better than the first one. Special note, the twists on these are backwards. go on the other side. Here we go. This is 2-part compound in equal parts. Okay, that's pretty much all there was in that one. I hope there's enough to make both. We're going to find out. Alright, so it tells me we have to spin this thing around at least 10 times in each direction before we do any pouring. We'll make sure it is thoroughly mixed. Please excuse my arm in your face. Just had to reach across and get some paper towel here. Which, yeah, just wipe up pretty easily. No biggie there. Alright, here we go. Might note that it did not stay in the groove at all. Just for good measure. Okay, so we're mixed. Next, it tells us to pour the compound into the mold. I'm going to start with the strawberry. Very carefully. It also said that it was best to underfill versus overfill. A little bit more. And there we are. And yeah, I think I just ended up doing the whole thing. It's too hard to tell where the measure is. It's a 2-part compound. You know, they're giving you all of it that you need, so just fill it. If I did it wrong, we're going to find out. Oh no, that's on my hands. Hope that ain't toxic. So I've got them both filled up. Let's put in the little decorations per the way they said. I believe for the strawberry, I would like to have this little rainbow star. It said put them in face down. And maybe this cute little face. I like the cute little face. And I am going to use a toothpick to push those down in and put them where I want them. So first the little face. Get you all the way down in there, buddy. And the star went on its own. I'm going to scoot it up a little bit. I hope I'm lining these up well, because once they go down in, I can't really see them that well. For the crown, well, there's a diamond that I can put in there. I think I want to put it right up here at the top. If I can line that up there. Let's do the seashell right below that. Queen of the Mermaids. Okay, so it should take 15 minutes for these to cure. I will be back at the end of that time to see what we've got. So guys, just hang on in there. You know what? I knew I forgot to do something. Need to put the little doodads in. I think Strawberry's going to get the hair barrette. How that's supposed to stay on there, I don't know. And the crown is going to be a ring. Somehow. do that. Okay, I think it'll stay. So guys, back in 15. Okay, well, that turned out to actually be about 45 minutes, but just as well because it gave things a little bit more time to cure. Let's see what we've got. So, in the container, I have slimy goo. And I do hope that's not indicative of what I'm going to find in that mold. Sticky slimy goo, I might add. So let's go ahead and give these a try. I'm going to start out with this one, the strawberry, which doesn't seem to have set at all. That's not a good sign. Yeah, that's completely liquid. And how about the crown? The crown too is still completely liquid. Okay, so this could entirely be my fault for the mixing, but at the same time, you can't really tell in this little cup where is the line. Because from the outside, if you could see it, you'd have to be down ground level. It's, well, from the outside you can see there's a little bit of a dip below it. But from the inside, you can't tell where it's at. So what I have here is a couple of liquidy messes, and I got slime, is what I got. Alright guys, well, thanks to a slight kerfluffle of the camera, I am now back almost an hour and a half later. But this may actually have worked in favor. Because when I came back, just out of curiosity, I started poking at what was left in the container, and it's solidifying. So what I'm finding is, yes, it's going to function as something. 15 minutes is just not long enough. So I also looked right here, and I'm able to start getting separation in the mold on one of these. I'm going to let those continue to cure. And also in that note, I'm going to go ahead and try and do these anyway, the proper way, if I can figure out the measuring. I think perhaps, if I can get that corrected, it might be fine. But I am very certain, don't go with the 15-minute mark. It's wrong. This has now been sitting there. I put it down at 3 o'clock. It is almost 5:30 now. They're almost set. So I will expect these to be good in maybe another hour or so. So let's go ahead and make the other one anyway. So, you know, I've got plenty of resin left over. And I've got some of my own molds floating around here somewhere that maybe, just maybe, I can put this to use in. The other thing I'm thinking of trying after these are done, and of course the jelly resin is gone, they seem flexible enough. I want to see if I can use this with my regular resins. Just out of curiosity. So this is going to end up being a really long video, guys. But trust me, it's going to be worth it, I believe. I believe. Alright, so let's go ahead and take the remnants of this one. And I'm going to try and follow the measure from the outside. Okay, I believe that is the bitter ends of the first one. So, first note, you get more than enough for 2, even though it says it's only for 2. So that's a good thing. The only bad thing is, I don't know if you can get a bigger kit or refills anywhere. But at least you've got molds. Nice molds. Let me look at what I'm doing here. I can't tell how full it is, really. Pardon me, I'm out of frame, but I'm getting up to the light so I can see better. Okay, I think I'm at the pink line. Let's pitch some of this glitter in there. And on the other side's the yellow. Let us first finish off the first one I opened. Alright. Get on to the second. Again, I'm going to take this up to the light so I can try and see what I'm doing. It unfortunately doesn't tell you which one's resin and which one's hardener. I am assuming, and I may be wrong, but I assume the yellow's the hardener. Okay, there's that. And now the stir. Stirring's a lot different when you only got about half the capacity. It's almost concerning, really. It kind of feels like it's not fully stirring it. But if you can keep it in the groove, it does stir all the way to the bottom. Okay, I believe I'm thoroughly incorporated there. I will start with the crown. Make sure everything's down in. This does seem a little bit thicker than the last time. The funny thing is, the instructions talked about layers separating, and yet there's no layers. I don't know. Maybe they're assuming you'll do it in multiple pours. That's a possibility. I think while that's open, what shall I put in here? Let's put the little seashell right in the middle of this one. Kind of like that idea. And the OMG, this one's going to be the Drama Queen crown. That's going to need more resin for sure. So, a little more mixy, or maybe scrapey. I think possibly scrapey. I think that should be satisfactory for that one. And since the last crown is a ring, this one is going to be a barrette. Move it to one side a little bit and let that cure. Now let's do the strawberry. Whole process again. I haven't had any problems with getting this on my fingers. It wipes off. It doesn't seem like it's going to do any harm. So if you're worried about kids doing, I think you'll be safe. Let's try. Alright, there's still a little bit left in here too. Little strawberry dust. This one gets the whole thing. Yep, it's full on experimentation time now. So, oops, got it all over the place. Time to stir. Yes, I'm getting it all over my hands again. Alright, that seems fully mixed. Let's put some in the strawberry. while this is here, let's see if I have a small mold to try this other out in. That would be perfect. One of my gummy bears. These molds I use for my regular resin. I don't typically use a mold release, so I don't have to worry about anything from that. Get that set in there first. Don't want to forget about it. So let's see if I have enough to fill one of these. It's probably only going to be a partial fill, but that should be okay. Let's sit right there for just a moment and let me find, let's use the toothpick. Give it a little more of a push in the right direction. This also seems to be setting up a lot faster than the last batch. Maybe it just wasn't a fresh batch. Maybe it's because I had way too much in there. There's not really enough in here, but if I can get just a little layer, it'll give me the idea. I'll know for sure if this is usable this way. So guys, we're gonna let this set up a little bit again and see what comes of it. So far, it's looking like we might have a nice thick gummy kind of substance come off this, which could be a tiny bit on the delicate side, but you know, it's doable. It may work. It may fully harden too later. I don't know. But let's see. I will come back to this probably later on tonight and check on it all, and we'll see what the results are like. Alright guys, see you in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. And I've let this all set up just a little bit longer. I have tested a couple pieces, and I do believe we're ready to roll. First of all, the first set that I did test this one, and earlier it was coming loose, so I went ahead and pulled it. And as you can see, let me make sure there's plenty of light here. Came out pretty good. Pretty squishy. Nice and flexible. And now it's a little jelly ring. I suspect it would probably tear. By the way, for those who might wonder, I wear a size 8 on my little finger, so that tells you how big the ring is. It's actually a decent size. Would fit some adults as well. You can see the little stickers pretty well right through the resin. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera though. Now I'm going to try and get the strawberry out from the first one, because it was really having some problems. And it does, oop, there it goes. It finally comes loose. It is still really soft. I believe what happened is I was trying to mix too much all at once. So this one you really have to mix in small batches. But there's my strawberry. Looks like a lot of the glitter has settled to the front, but that's alright. You can see its little face in there. Pretty cute. I think next time I would probably do clear in the bottom before adding the glitter. So special note on that one. But it seems pretty good. Relatively solid. Now this one did have some bubbles in it. Right here where the plastic piece was setting. So I think maybe they just couldn't escape. But it's on the back, so it doesn't really affect it any. And they are very soft. The second batch cured way faster. And as a matter of fact, those are ready. And I'll note they're firmer as well. So, when the instructions say do half the batch, just do half the batch. And this is my Drama Queen crown with the OMG and the seashell, I believe. You can see them down inside of there. And this one, let's see if I can get it to pop like the others did. Oh no, it's just sliding right out of there. These come out really easily. I didn't put any extras in there. It's just a very sparkly strawberry. Mostly because I forgot. I really like how this guy came out. And you can see there's a little flash. All you need to do is just pluck that off. Really simple. I would say this is a good project for kids that are maybe around 10 years old to adult. So, you know, this is quite a bit firmer than the other one is. It's very much more saturated in color. The glitter is much more suspended. They're not bad. I kind of like these little things. I think maybe next time I'll remember to turn the ring the other way, but for now I've got sideways strawberries. That's fine. Nice kit. I like it. I would definitely do it again. I would like to actually see, you know, some of the other molds instead of getting the same ones over again. Now I did try some of the jelly resin in my regular resin mold. So let's see how this goes. Hopefully, yes. And I have a little bit sticky, but probably a little air exposure will help. I have a jelly gummy bear. It's actually gummy. Little flower in its stomach. So this resin will work in any one of the molds. I imagine you can use it in hard molds as well. It might just be a little harder to get out. And as far as cleanup, no different. Just rub it off of there and it's coming clean. I am not concerned about contamination on these molds, just simply because this stuff really has the same texture as some of my other resin molds, the softer ones. I wouldn't try using it in a soft resin mold. It may actually be the same thing, just a form of silicone. So yeah, jelly res, I like this little kit. Little trial and error. There is very little margin for error, but you do get 2 chances. So if you squirrel up the first one, you're going to be okay. You can try again. You don't have to worry about, you know, spending a whole lot of money on a great big setup for resin, because it's got everything that you needed in here to work with it. Just, you know, it's got your stir cups, which I think possibly can be used again because this stuff cleans up. Even though I made a big old mess out of this one. It just comes right off. Really easy. I wouldn't give this to a young child. It says 7+ on here, but again, like I said, probably 10 is better. Because even with adult supervision, it's going to end up all over stuff. And I suspect you don't want to get this on fabric because it will be friends with that fabric forever and never go away. And just like, you know, half-dried slime, it's sticky all over the place, little pills of it. So that was the LOL Surprise Minis Pets. Cute, fuzzy, and I got both bunnies, which was kind of nice. And Jelly Resin Jewelry, which, once I finished screwing it up, turned out surprisingly well. Guys, I'd like to thank you for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And if you would like to help support this channel, then please visit my Patreon under Kitsune Haruri /SteamFoxLatte. There are 3 different tiers currently. The $1 tier for those who would like to give something but really don't have a lot to give but still would like to help. And they are very much appreciated. I have the $5 tier for those who would like to have a little say in some of what I do, make suggestions, and discuss what might I be doing in some future episodes. There's also the $10 tier where you get that privilege, as well as once a month you may request a free sketch from me. Now that means that every month you can come up and go, I'd like a sketch of this. And I will do them as they come in and get them sent out. This is traditional art. You will be receiving an actual piece of artwork, not just a digital copy. And guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.